Congratulations. We wanted to be able to interview your team because we think there's just such an awesome story here. You are so amazing. So congratulations on behalf of Cyber Madness and myself to the Williston High School Cybertooth Tigers. But that's not exactly the correct name of the team, right?
Yeah.
It's not just Williston High School, right? So why don't we have you introduce yourselves and then we'll hear a bit more about your story.
I'm Alexandria Rizzo. I'm the middle school STEM and robotics teacher.
I'm Susie Shuck. I'm a senior at Williston High School. I'm Adelaide Brown at Williston Middle School. I'm Joanna Froschlag. I go to the Williston Middle School. I'm Evelyn Kemp. I also go to the Williston Middle School.
That's one of the things that we thought was so amazing. And our hats off to your coach. I know we have a long history. We're very close with you through a number of different activities and events. We want to thank you for always working so hard to support endeavors like this and help us get involvement, but also for shepherding this group to the state finals competition. So couldn't help but notice 3 middle schoolers, 1 high schooler. What's the story here?
I guess last year Susie was also on the team, and I've actually had these 3 in the Cyber Madness middle school competition, so I didn't want Susie to compete by herself, so we recruited some 8th graders, and they were like, yes, let's go, let's do this, we can do it, so yeah.
So you say you're middle schoolers. We have a middle school competition. Were you involved in the middle school competition this year?
Yes, I actually had 4 teams compete in the middle school, and these girls were actually on one of the middle school teams that competed at the state. Well, we were supposed to, but weather got in our way. But they were there, right?
So that was such a heartbreak for us because it was this storm that it was very specific in where it hit in the state, and it seemed like Williston took the brunt of that. So we were so sorry that you weren't going to be able to go, but then we had the playoffs, and for those of you that aren't aware, the playoffs take place over 3 days, and it's totally up to the students how much time you're going to put into that. That's how you get to the high school finals, is this marathon competition. And at the end of it all, there were a couple of ladies who stayed on the call and they told me their story. So can we hear a little bit from them about, how many hours were you actively involved in that 3-day playoff?
A while.
A lot. I was on there a lot.
I was working on there until like 11.
Do your parents know? Okay.
The microphone. Yeah.
So what kind of things did you do to prepare? Because obviously the middle school competition is vastly different than the high school competition.
Yeah.
What sort of things did you do to get ready for this round?
We kind of just did the practice on like the practice day, because we didn't really. I'm sorry. We didn't really do any of the labs before the competition.
So you didn't do the labs, but you went through the curriculum?
Some of it.
Okay. So you're saying you're just natural geniuses then? Okay. So you're a senior.
Yeah.
What are your plans after graduation?
Yeah, so after graduation, I plan to attend UND for computer science, which I'm really excited for this opportunity to learn and grow, and also to stay in North Dakota, because I think it's really good to keep the skills we have in this state, just out of personal experience.
That is amazing, and I'm a lifelong North Dakotan. I agree. When you're willing to invest yourself in the state, it's easier when the state invests itself in you, so hopefully you feel supported. Was that little cheer because you're a UND grad?
No, just for staying in the state.
Oh, okay.
Computer science.
You don't. This isn't like Pac-Man. You don't go left from Williston and end up in Grand Forks. It's still going to be a bit of a drive for you, but
Right.
you're going to stay in touch?
Yeah.
Good. And for those that are sticking around, middle school. So let's see, where are you in middle school? You're all in 8th grade?
8th grade.
Okay. Planning to come back next year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
kind of have a leg up on everybody else because other people coming into this, they might be freshmen that have no experience, but what kind of experience do you have now with the high school competition? What are you going to do to get ready for next year?
Practice a lot more.
Yeah,
Like
all of the labs.
Yeah, actually doing labs.
So the stuff you didn't do before, you're going to say we're definitely doing that now.
yeah.
Well, I can tell you, from looking at all the scores, you did extraordinarily well. I don't know the exact scores, but I'm fairly certain that you still ended up in like the top 10. So yeah, you were outstanding. And I do look forward to seeing all of you for many, many years to come. I just look old. I'm still going to be here for a few more years, and I look forward to seeing all of you compete in the future. Any other words of wisdom you wanted to share with your classmates? That we're probably going to be broadcasting this around the world. Anything you wanted to be able to share?
Say something. I think some of the preparation we did for this was a lot of communication. I think something I personally noticed with us compared to other teams is we were actively engaging and talking with each other, and it was definitely more of a group effort more than like, oh, I know this, let's do this answer. It's here's the answer. Do you guys all agree with it? Which I think really helped our scores and just the overall competition for us.
Outstanding. Any other advice?
Right. Try to get people to join Cyber Madness, I guess. Yeah.
There you go. Go out and recruit. It looks like you got some rebuilding to do. So
I think I know.
thank you to the Williston High School Cybertooth Tigers, and thank you, Coach Rizzo. You do an amazing job on everything that we ever ask you to be involved in, and you do a wonderful job of getting involvement from all of these ladies. And that is another thing to point out. IT usually ends up being cast as a kind of a male-dominated field, and yet here we get 4 young ladies that absolutely kick butt. Keep kicking butt. That's the only thing I ask you to do. Butts are here, foot here, kick it, okay? Congratulations.
Thank
Thank you so much.